Hello. Welcome to CRO Software. I am Mr. Crow. One of the things that makes CRO Software work so well for our providers is our routing abilities. Indeed, if you do a search for route management software, CRO Software is likely to be at the top of that list. And it's true, with our route optimizations, our routing map, and all of our other wonderful features, routing has never been easier or more effective than it is with CRO. Now, I've gone over how to add stops to a route either by the asset on the Add Stops option for the routes page, or while in the Customer Center by converting an asset on a job site into a route stop. Simple enough. That said, what if a customer calls in and you want to put them on a route, but you're not sure which one? How could you know exactly which route is perfect for them, let alone the position in that route so that they get serviced in a timely manner? Ah, have I got a feature for you, our Route Finder. Let's see how it works. Let's go through a common scenario. Let's pretend a customer called you and needs an asset dropped. Maybe it's a new customer, maybe an already existing one. Either way, as always, it starts with a drop-off request. Remember our route options? This little calendar icon down here. Let's click on it. There you go. Now let's jump over to the route options. Fair enough. No assigned routes yet. However, do you see this little map icon down here? Get used to it. Anytime you see this icon, you know it's going to lead to the Route Finder, which, incidentally, is exactly where we're headed. Let's click on it. Wow, look at that. Looks kind of familiar, huh? Like the routes page. And in a way, it is a route page. On the left, we have a full list of all of our routes. Now, we can select one of these routes and it will show that full route on our map, giving us an idea of how close to this route our stop is. Now, that's great, but what if we have a ton of routes? Or what if we don't want to load up every single route just to see which stop is closest? For that, we need to hover over our asset, then click on Find Route. Boom! Check that out. Wonder what this slider does? Well, let's scroll it out a bit. This is all starting to make sense, huh? These pins here represent route stops on the routes on the left that are within range of this radius that we're adjusting. If we make it bigger, then we can see more and more route stops. If we make it smaller, then we can limit the route stops we see to just the ones that are the very closest to our asset. Let's say the customer tells you they want service on Tuesdays. Just click on the first T in this list and there we are, only routes around this asset that run on Tuesdays. Piece of cake. Okay, so we see our routes and we see our asset location, so how do we put the stop onto that route? Well, we need to display the whole route, so let's just click on the colored circle next to that route. There we go. Now you'll notice these lines all going between each stop on this route. There's a good reason for those. See, if we add this asset to a route right now, it would be at the bottom of the list. Not a big deal, we can just re-optimize the route or drag and drop till we get the right position, which would put this route stop in the most optimal position for that route. This assures that your customer's asset is serviced at the proper time every time this route fires. Let me do you one better though. Instead of re-optimizing this route, which is likely already optimized, we can click on this line between the two stops we want to schedule this route stop for, then click again on our asset, the orange dot over here. Just click and click. There we go. Now, not only have we put this asset to the closest route, we even put the stop in the proper position. It's going to happen between this stop and this stop. Pretty simple, huh? The final step we need is to take saving our route selection. It's on this green button at the bottom left. And there you go. This asset is now on a route in the proper position, dispatched on the proper day, all before you even finish creating the initial job request. Once this job is dispatched, the initial drop-off created, from here on out the customer can rest assured knowing that you're providing better service than ever, thanks to CRO. I do hope you found this video informative. I've been Mr. Crow, and thank you for choosing CRO Software.